Well,
You're funny.
Single men are one of the main money makers for OnlyFans, so there's that aspect too, right?
Yeah, they're one of them, but they're also.
But it's like
nonsense.
Obviously there are some couples, but it's a lot of probably like 80%.
I think you'd be surprised
Something
about
like
the
that.
amount of women who don't care if their man watches porn or is on OnlyFans. Like,
yeah, and
a lot of
like I
them
said,
don't
there's
care.
definitely cut queens. There's people of every.
I don't
flavor
think
and
they're
every
cut
kind.
queens. I just think that they don't care. Like, I wouldn't care if my boyfriend watched porn.
Some people are neutral. Some people are.
I'm not a cut queen. I don't even know
Are
what that
against it.
Well,
but-
don't search for stuff.
But
You won't find anything if you don't know. You don't know. You're
Isn't
fine.
a cut queen? You're saying they enjoy it, or like,
yeah, the women that enjoy their men looking.
I don't
and
think
getting
some
off of
women
their
just
women
don't care. Like, if
exclusively.
you're allowed to look at women online, I don't have to be the only woman you ever see ever. And
I mean, that's how you facilitate your relationships. But the thing is, I think that affects how committal a relationship is, depending to what degree, especially. So
how so?
Because wouldn't it be more romantic if a guy only has eyes for you and only sees you and vice versa, and the
Okay.
girl only
Well,
is
you
interested
can
in
be
you?
romantic yourself. Why do I have to? I don't want to be romantic. Why do I have to be romantic?
Because we all have to live in this culture.
So we should
our
all be
kids have to live in
romantic
it.
and commit to each other so you feel better?
No, romance facilitates really healthy relationships and happy families, and not having, for example, single mothers having to struggle and raise their kid. It's hard. My single mother raised me. It's not easy.
Can I ask you, do you go through his phone?
No.
Well, there you go.
Oh, shit.
What?
Because why do you not go through his phone? Because
Why
you
would
don't
I
want to
go-
know.
Because she trusts
Why would I go
him?
through her phone?
Oh, I
though?
wouldn't-
Like,
there you
relationships
go.
are based on trust.
Exactly.
Well, I wouldn't date somebody that consumes porn, because I also don't, so I hold someone else to the same standards. that-
What if you
There you
went
go.
through his phone and found a
Yeah.
whole bunch of porno, girl?
Yeah.
What would you
What
do?
What if?
Well, if you
It's happened.
like any other relationship,
You don't want to know.
no, like any
He
other.
got a little nervous. Like,
Yeah,
bitch,
he's
shut
like,
your mouth.
Oh no, I'm pretty confident in. That's one of the first things I find out when I date someone. So I'm actually pretty confident I wouldn't find anything.
So
on
you
there.
find
How do you
out? How do you
find
find
out?
out? Yeah, when you first date someone,
Well,
how do you
which-
find out?
You ask them and you trust.
You just ask for their laptop right away, go through their history.
So if you guys were dating someone on the first date and you had some sort of requirement and deal breaker, and you voiced that and they lied to you, I'm pretty sure if you found out they lied, that you would probably break up with them too.
How are you finding out or not finding out? Are you checking? What are you doing? Are you with them 24/7?
Right.
I mean, there's
Right.
there's
That
an old
part.
Chris Rock joke. People don't like if you're trying to hide your porn from your girl. They don't find it in Fort Knox. They find it in the VCR. So if anybody's
what?
lying in a
When?
relationship,
if you need to
Well,
hide it,
VCR.
Go
anybody's
for it on,
finding-
baby.
oh, sorry, it's an old joke.
Okay, I don't know.
This is an old. This is from the
It's
2000s.
easier to
but
hide
like,
it nowadays.
You
I don't
could
think
literally
porn
clear
is-
History right away.
But I don't think porn is responsible for single mothers. I think
I don't
that's
think so at all.
just men who are disloyal,
it's probably.
women who
I
are
would think it's a
disloyal,
contributing
or
factor.
It's
whatever
the
else.
lack. What I'm trying to say, it's the lack of commitment and therefore the lack of romance. That's really prevalent nowadays, which is why we have all these vague relationships.
honestly,
that
I
are
wouldn't like to
meaningful.
find
I
out
don't
if my
want
boyfriend was
romance.
watching porn. I wouldn't like it. So I don't go through his phone
then
because
why
I don't
be
want to
okay-
know. But he
But then
probably
why
doesn't.
be okay with it? Like, what's stopping you from like just saying, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with this. This is my relationship boundary."
That's fine, but you can't make it all of our relationship
Yeah,
boundaries.
I do
We're not
understand
trying to.
where you're
We're just saying
coming
this is what
from,
we
though.
do.
I do get where you're coming from, because if all of us women would just keep our fucking legs closed, you know what I'm saying, and wait till marriage, we wouldn't be in this whole fucking shit show of a, you know, feel me? The romance would have stayed and everything. But we horny. I keep telling y'all we need sex, so we can't just wait for somebody to marry us to give it up. Shit, take forever. You be done fucked around and died.
No, some women really are tanking the coochie stock, though. Like, they accept anything, and it's making it harder for all of us.
Oh my
so.
god.
You're in a happy relationship. Congrats. Very
Yeah.
romantic.
I mean, I'd be terribly hurt if I would find out that my boyfriend had a one-night stand with one chick. But for me,
But then why accept it?
I don't want to know. Honestly, I'd rather not know because it's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt my feelings.
And then
So
you gotta
you
deal
know.
with
That
all
seems like
that.
you have.
Yeah.
But you're okay with not knowing, even though like it could possibly be true?
Wouldn't you want to break up?
I mean, I
You
know he
gotta start
doesn't.
all
I don't
over.
think he does. So if I have any reason to believe, then that means I would find out. That means you effed up. You know, it's like, don't make sure I don't find out. That's it. You know. I don't know.
Can you
I know
see-
it's weird, but that's just me.
You just rather not know, because
I know it's
you
weird.
put in all this work in this relationship, and you know, just don't find out.
Because
The more
guys
you
hook
fuck
up.
around,
Guys
the more
hook
you
up.
gonna
Women
find
are
out.
emotional. most of the time.
But then would you get a pass if you cheated
No.
because the guy had more money and you're a woman, therefore you need resources? Would that get a pass?
No, because it's totally different. Men and women are different.
But women, according to biology, using the same logic, women go for the resources for their children and everything.
Yeah.
So if a woman cheated for the same reason of resources, they wouldn't get that pass. So
Of course not, because you go for the resources, therefore you go for the relationship, not for the one night stand. Like a guy goes to a chick to bang a chick, and what's
But
her
that's
name again?
still-
I don't know. Like if you go for the resources, you go for somebody else. That's another relationship. That's emotional.
That's still a lack of commitment, though, and that,
Of course it
and that
is.
speaks volumes on not just the micro but the macro, right? It's the little detail says a lot about the situation, what they'll do.
What I'm saying is that if a man protects and provide enough, he's gonna have a pass most likely. Like
By you?
For some
I don't think
women,
women would get a pass for that, though.
not a
to
pass.
be
That
like,
is, you can get.
he has
He's
money,
most likely
so-
gonna get away with it. You know.
Wait, so
No,
let me
I
ask.
agree. That's true.
If you meet like the love of your life, you guys get married, happy, and 20 years down the line, you find out that he's had one night stand a year. What do you do?
Why did I find out? That's a question. Is he that dumb? I found out. I didn't want to find out in the first place.
Well, maybe one of the girls hits you up.
I'm
Supposed
just
to have
not
your
gonna.
hoes in
Yeah.
line.
You're lying.
Hoes in line.
You're a lying liar who lies. I didn't want to know, but no.
So in that situation, what do you do?
I tell that chick she's a fucking liar.
What
Like
if
you're
she
lying.
shows you
Like-
evidence?
Huh?
What if she shows you evidence?
Like legit receipts?
Here's like pictures of them together, hooking up, stuff like that,
Here's a
DMs,
video.
letters.
You never supposed to let
Here's
a chick see
presents.
you sweat though, so you gotta pretend like you like, bitch. You don't know what you talking about. You know,
Yeah,
like,
I
what
told
I
him
knew
to
about
go.
that.
I blocked her before that.
Well, do you
Trump.
accept it or you're
Pull
like, I'm
Melania
done?
Trump.
I'd be pissed. I'd probably get over it, but that's me. I'm not saying that it should be a standard for everybody, but that's just myself personally. I can get over that. I grew up around guys, and I can understand like guys, they go for a hookup. It's so not emotional. Like they can literally bang anything without giving a single.
Fuck.
Thank you.
I don't know, I just feel like if I was the kid of a parent like that, I wouldn't want a parent who was doing that behind the.
Of course
the back.
not. I don't have kids.
That's a bad example.
Of course, but
Oh,
Like,
I just was thinking about
it hurts to be cheated on.
But that's
It
not all
hurts.
men.
Like
Not all
I've
men
seen
are
people get
like
cheated
that.
on. It seems to hurt.
So wouldn't it be more
Yeah.
romantic if he was just into you?
Of
Yeah,
course.
of
So-
course.
my point.
But
Is
if I
that
find out,
reality? Is that reality these days?
But why
no, it's
have-
not.
Why
But
can't
it
it
But
be?
why
Can be.
settle? Is that fair to the other person to settle for them?
huh?
To like
No.
settle, like, oh, I accept that they're going to have bad behaviors.
I
Well,
don't
bad.
accept it. I don't want to know.
But why
But
would
if
you
he
say
footing all
something
your
like that?
damn bills, then you ain't got a choice. Shit, you
But
gotta
if-
sit there, shut the fuck up, and take it. Now,
But if
don't
you know that you can get a man that will not cheat on you, why
you know-
I
would
have
you
a
go
man
through
that's not gonna cheat on me.
Do you think they don't exist?
Not
No,
all men
I have
cheat.
one.
Not
I have
all men
one.
cheat. That's
I
not
have
true.
one. My
Do you-
my man.
How do you
wouldn't.
know if you're not looking? You said you don't want to find out. Maybe.
No, because I told him, and he was like, "I wouldn't do that. What the heck are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm just letting you know. I'm just
Conclusive
letting you know
evidence.
if it happens, because it's always when you're not ready that shit happens. I'm pretty superstitious about that. I'm an athlete, sorry, but
knock on wood. for
knock
you,
on
girl.
wood. But Brian said don't knock on the table, so. Like,
Oh, my bad, Brian.
but
It's particle board, not wood, anyway.
Did you leave?
just I'd rather just set my boundaries. I was like, hey, like if you don't want to break up with me and it was just a mistake, it's like, please don't tell me, because that's gonna hurt me.
Wait, but doesn't that make him feel like he can just treat you any sort of way?
No.
And
Yeah,
That
it
That's
kinda
me.
does.
I told him that. He didn't tell
it
me
comes
that.
across as like, if a guy hears that, what they're hearing is like, oh, she's weak, she's desperate, I could do what I want, and they're gonna take advantage of you. And it's the same vice versa. If a guy had low standards like that, they would be called a simp.
Okay, but men, women aren't held to the same standards.
Right, but they're
First of all.
balanced. It's
Yeah.
not a direct.
But he's
50-50,
not
but
he's
it's
not
a
cheating.
balance.
He's not cheating. I mean, not that I know of. And you know what? I'm fine mentally. Like, look at me. Like, I'm doing fine right now.
Are you?
Are you?
Maybe I don't know.
You doing okay?
I'm not sure.
Here, let's move on.